Let's get ready for night 2 on the Ritz-Carlton cruise, and we are going to start off with filing my tooth. So, I bit it off a little bit at dinner last night, so I just kind of want to see if I can, like, smooth it out a little bit, make it a little bit more, like, nonchalant. Oh, I'm scared for this. Okay, honestly, I think that's a little better. Well, I guess veneer reveal. It was after I graduated college. I think, like, in August I did it. And I never wanted to post about it because I immediately feel like I regretted it, and I never want to, like, influence people to do something that I don't think they should do. Although I like the results, I think it was great. Growing up, I always had, like, really good straight teeth. Funny enough, these 2 teeth that I had, they went like this when I was little, and then I fell off my bike because a mosquito flew into my eye and I went over the handlebars and they, like, knocked out of my mouth, but they were, like, dangling from the nerves, and the doctor was like, or the dentist was like, just hold them in place and, like, eventually they'll go back up, and they just went back up straight. So I never got braces growing up, and then my senior year of high school I did Invisalign because I was like, you know what, I feel like I can make them a little straighter. My bottom teeth were always, like, a little crooked, so I did Invisalign. And after that, my teeth were, like, a little bit more straight. They actually looked really good, but I never wore the retainers, so, like, they just kind of, like, ended up shifting a little bit. But I always loved my teeth. Like, I always had really, really good teeth. People, when I told them I never had braces, were always pretty shocked. After I did Invisalign, these 2 teeth right here were always shorter than the other ones, so I did composite bonding at, like, the end of high school. Basically, like, honestly, I don't really know what it is, but they just add a little bit onto the teeth, but they would always crack off. So, like, I'm an anxious person, so sometimes if I have, like, a bad dream, I'll bite my teeth in my sleep and they would, like, crack off. It happened, like, a lot, honestly. Probably, like, twice a year they cracked off. Senior year of college, started to get a following on here, made some money, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna do, because I had friends that had veneers on just these 2 teeth, and I was like, oh, you know what, like, that seems like a good idea. So I went to this doctor and I was like, I just want to do these 2 teeth right here. And he basically told me, you know, that, like, wouldn't work, even though I had friends that did that, so I was confused. But he was like, you would have to do the ones surrounding it, so you would have to do these 6. And then I also, like, talked about my bottom teeth and how they were crooked, which, like, I don't know why I did that, but he was like, we could do, like, the 4 bottom teeth as well. But he was basically saying it's not gonna be worth it. Like, it'll be obvious if you just do these 2 and not the other ones, which, like, I don't know why I listened to that, because originally that's not what I wanted. So I went in for 2 teeth and I basically left with 10. And I don't know, honestly, it's kind of emotional for me. But it was one of those things that I did it, and I really, okay, here we come. I mean, like, when am I not crying? But I really regretted it, like, right away. And I think it was really scary for me. And I was like, what did I just do? And I had such good teeth, and now I'm like, oh my god, I have to keep up with this for the rest of my life. And it was just one of those things where, like, I know I have a big influence, and, like, I never, like, said, oh, I didn't get veneers, but at the same time, you couldn't really tell that much of a difference because it kind of looked really similar to my normal teeth. So I'm like, why'd I even do that in the first place? And I regretted it, like, immediately. And I've also talked to other people, and they were like, you so could have just done the 2 teeth. Like, there was no, like, whatever. And even, like, throughout the years, I'm like, well, I just want them to look more like my natural teeth. Like, I want to, you know, shape them up a little bit, which I guess I did on this trip. Yeah. I regret it. I will say I don't regret a lot. It is something I really regret doing. End of the day, whatever. It was my decision, but I feel like it was kind of one of those decisions that was, like, made pretty fast, and I just didn't think it all the way through, or I think talk to enough people. So yeah, I mean, besides that though, I've liked my teeth and they're great. And, like, this cruise is filled with everyone you can think of, so many people here, and I'm talking to everyone, and I'm like, I'm afraid I'm looking like Nanny McPhee right now, but I think it's actually a lot better, and I actually like the character in my teeth. It's great. But basically, so let me tell you how I did this. The whole night on the boat, they were giving us drinks with paper straws, and I'm a straw chomper. Sorry if you're not, but, like, I bite my straws all the time. I don't know why. I always know, like, what drink is. So I'm at the bar, I'm having a drink like usual. I don't know, maybe 10th drink of the night, and get another margarita. Perfect. I'm like, oh, it's gonna be the same as usual. I take my straw. I'm talking to Kate Hudson, and I'm like, hey, I love you, you know? So I'm talking to her, and I go, crunch, and I feel, and I go, oh my god, I just cracked my tooth. And she was like, what? And I was like, I just cracked my tooth. First of all, she's the nicest person in the world because she left like the bar area with me and I was afraid to look at my tooth and she was like, just show it. And I was like, I'm gonna look first in my phone. And she was like, just show it. And I was like, okay. I opened my phone and I was like, holy fuck, I cracked my tooth. But it wasn't like, thank God it's not that bad. It's just like a little crack, but whatever. She was so sweet and was talking to me, and honestly, thank God for her, because otherwise I would have been alone crying about my tooth. But this boat is so fun. We laid out at the pool today and it was just like everyone in the pool area, and then dinner's up on this like top deck and they have like a DJ stand up there. There's a bunch of tables, a bar, and it kind of turns into like a party vibe. I feel like I'm gonna go probably a little harder tonight, so hopefully don't crack another tooth. But yeah, I mean, it's just like embarrassing, and I do want to apologize for anyone that feels like upset that I didn't tell you. And it's not that I ever tried to hide it. Like, I never said like, oh, I don't have that. I just never came forward and said it because I really regretted it, and I did not want to influence anyone to do it because I don't think that you should. I think natural teeth are so beautiful, and I think I was in a place of just like, ooh, oh my God, like I don't know, and I wish I did not get the advice to do more than just the 2 teeth. And yeah, if you're thinking about doing anything to your teeth, this is your sign to not do it and to embrace your natural teeth. And I think teeth have so much character, so yeah, don't follow my lead on this one, okay? And here's our final makeup reveal for the night. Teeth reveal. I actually really like it. I think it's fun.